What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Malcolm Miller. Now let's get to it. Y'all know I was gonna talk about this whole Monique Breakfast Club interview. For those who don't know, Monique has been boycotting Netflix. She's been trying to get everyone else to boycott Netflix due to her feeling like she was underpaid, or she was like offered a low number due to racial and gender bias. Her being a black woman, that she was lowballed and offered only $500,000 for a Netflix special when she feels like she's worth 10 times more than that. She wanted about, now correct me if I'm wrong, I believe 13 million for a special. And she says that they're only discriminating against her because she's black, she's a black woman. And compared to stars like Chris Rock and Amy Schumer, who've gotten these big $1 million deals from Netflix for their comedy specials, she feels like she should be paid the same thing. Now, Charlamagne the God, for those who don't know Charlamagne or not familiar with his work, he is a straight shooter. He's going to tell it how it is, and he's going to be a little bit brash in doing so. Now, he has a segment every day that he calls Donkey of the Day. He gives it to people who he feels like do egregious things, or things that he highly doesn't agree with, or just is something that is just out in left field. If it's something left field, he's going to give you Donkey of the Day, and he's going to talk about you, and he's going to clown you for it. So he gave Monique Donkey of the Day because he feels like she's using these racial and gender bias in a situation where it's not really needed. It's a situation where he feels that Netflix is not paying her because she's not a big enough draw to be getting that much money. She can't sell out Madison Square Garden, these huge arenas like a Chris Rock or Amy Schumer can. Now, when Charlamagne when she came up there, she was very belligerent with Charlamagne. I feel like she's the type of person who, can be seen mean-spirited, but can use words like my love and sweetheart and my baby and my cupcake, my pudding, and make it to like gloss over it, when she's really trying to be a little bit vindictive a little bit, She was upset, and I understand it. But she calling Charlamagne, everyone calls him by his radio name. She found out his real name, calling him Leonard. And then for her to equate him to a person who is an accessory to slave rape. She told him, like in the Birth of a Nation movie, the Nat Turner movie, you are that brother who led his wife to the den, to the master's house to get raped and then go back and pick her up after it's over with. Now I feel like she didn't went way too far for that. And even aligning guys like Lee Daniels, these are African-American directors, Lee Daniels and Will Packer, relating them to, what's the guy name, man? Harvey Weinstein, a guy who's committed sexual assault. Like, come on, man. Just because they said that you were hard to work with, they said that, you were giving them all type of problems, does not mean that they are, you can't like compare them to a person that's a rapist. Like that's just uncalled for. Now let's talk about the bottom line. Okay. Yes, I understand that there are plenty of, first of all, the African-American woman is the most forgotten about woman in society. It's pure facts. She's the most marginalized individual in society. She's at the bottom of the totem pole, right below African-American men. So yes, there are times where she is, she's thrown under the bus. She is like racially, not profiled, yes, profiled, but she's just discriminated against on all different type of levels. And I'm aware of that. So I'm conscious of it because I'm conscious of that, I always listen and look at the broad scheme of things when I'm analyzing the situation. So with this Netflix situation, I definitely thought about it and put myself in Monique's shoes and thought about it from different perspectives. Yes, she's a highly decorated comedian. Absolutely. Was a queen of comedy, had the Parkers, been in several movies. Her role in Precious, where I believe she won the Oscar for that role, where she was great, phenomenal. I don't like that movie. Her character just rubbed me the wrong way, but she delivered it great, right? She's one of the most decorated comedians. But in this society, it is a what have you done for me lately society, not a lifetime achievement award society. Now, based upon her accolades, I don't think she should be warranted a big salary, because Netflix in business, people want to know, can you fill seats? Are you a main draw, a big draw like Kevin Hart, a Dave Chappelle, a Chris Rock? These guys sell out arenas like Madison Square Garden. They're that popular to the point where they know if they put this special on Netflix, they're gonna get their money back and a huge profit off of it. People are gonna watch this and clamor about it, talk about it all the time, and just keep watching it and demand more. I don't think Monique is that type of performer. You know what I mean? At this point, I don't know. Maybe I think she could have proven herself if she would have took that $500,000 deal, or like, you know, gave a counter offer for a little bit, you know, a little bit more, but been reasonable, and then performed well on this Netflix special. And then we could see how she performs, and hopefully she would have done great, and it would have caused her to be offered more money. I don't even know who Amy Schumer is, but I know that people want to go watch her and run to see her. Tiffany Haddish, she's a great-spirited person. I love her energy. I love her vibes, positive vibes. Seems like a genuine person. She's not really funny to me outside of that Girls Trip movie. But she's winning right now, and she's in high demand. So they would give her some millions for her to have a Netflix special, because people go to see her and people are clamoring for her. She has the buzz. You know, she's generated a buzz to get people interested in her. Monique, on the other hand, I can't say the same, unfortunately. Yes, I look at all type of things, all these things, because I'm an advocate for my black people, especially black women, because they're at least represented or at least spoken up for. But in this situation, I don't think it was that. I don't think it was racial or gender bias, in my opinion. I just think it was, are you hot or are you not? She could have proven him wrong, and she could have went up and took this special and did her thing and showed that I'm a relevant person. Hey, I can draw all these different people. I can draw a fan base to come watch my series. My stand-up. And she could have proven me wrong. Kevin Hart was a person that I didn't even think he could be a stand-up phenomenon like he is. After that first special that Comedy Central gave him, they gave him more, and he became this mega star because they saw what he was worth, and they saw that people really liked what he had to offer. And I think Monique should have just shown that. She should have gave a counter offer for more, but she should have shown her abilities, and Netflix would have probably rocked with her. That's just my opinion, y'all. What y'all think?